We spent a lot of money on marketing, we spent a lot of money on PR, but we are not a company that grows based on Google search or SEO or pay-per-click. We grow because people talk about us online and in person. Hey there, I'm Brett Trembly, CEO of Get Staffed Up. We're an offshore staffing company purely out of Latin America. And I felt like putting my thoughts, the program that we've developed, the roadmap for how to grow a firm with virtual assistants, virtual staff, putting that in writing so that we could give it to people, something tangible, something to put their hands on. It was just time. So we started the process in September of 2022, and we launched the book in May of 2023. This is my second foray into publishing a book, and I learned so much from the first time that I learned not to do it myself. If we tried to do a whole book on our own, learn how to publish ourselves, learn how to organize it ourselves, it would have complicated the process. It would have slowed me down. It would have caused frustration. It would have cost money because time is money. So why would I try to do all those things myself? I had purchased a book of Steve's 2 or 3 years before. It was a book about podcasts as a way to have conversations with people that you normally wouldn't be able to have conversations with. And that was really mind-blowing for me. And it's a book he wrote many years ago. And the power of the book is that all these years later, it got him business doing something new. So because I had purchased the book from him, he added me to an email list, and I got an email from him. I didn't recognize the name. I had to put all this together later. I just saw a $1 million book, and that captured my attention. And it was just top of mind awareness. Like, I happened to be needing what he emailed me at the time. And so I signed up for his Facebook course on how to write a book. And it was like later I realized, oh my gosh, this is the author who I had previously read a book on. So that's the power of a book without him lifting a finger, really, other than being smart enough to add me to a newsletter list, delivering business all those years later. Steve and his team have a great process. They help you organize the chapters, get the themes together, and then they do a deep dive into each chapter. Like, what are the points you want to make in this chapter? Why are you making these points? What are the further points? And then his team takes all of those detailed notes and starts putting them into the written text for your book. And Steve's point was like, not everybody that gets the book is going to be a potential client, but the ones who are facing those struggles, you got to go deep and then deeper. And then the rest, they're already sold. You just hope they buy what you're selling, but they know they need a fix. And I think that was super important for me to understand in the process. When you read Steve's $1 million book, it's really phenomenal, and it's organized, and it made the point. And I wanted something that I was really going to be proud of. I knew that I had a critical audience and it needed to be really well done. Through the process, I realized that we had something bigger and better to sell than we were, which was not just being a VA company, but selling strategic positions. And we really used the book to launch the second part of our business. We staff 7 main positions now at law firms, not just executive assistants or virtual assistants. And that was a cool thing to do in conjunction with publishing the book. When I got the book, it was a really special moment. My kids were excited. I was excited, obviously. And it was just neat to feel the final product in your hands. The first time I knew the book worked was because Steve Gordon himself followed some of the advice, and he hired 2 of the positions for his company that we suggested in the book, and he had his best month ever, and he got himself out of sales. And that testimonial alone was worth it. And I had a friend call me that I hadn't spoken to in several years and say, I read your book and I have all these questions. And that's when I knew that it was going to be a powerful book. The book has gotten me in a lot more podcasts and a lot more credibility. When we're asked to speak, it's like, what do you want to speak on? Well, let me speak on the book, and then let me hand out copies. And whoever wants an autographed copy, I'll do that right then and there. The book has transformed conversations for us, because instead of saying, I think I need to hire, but I don't know who to hire, we use the book to restructure our offerings, and we staff 7 main positions at a law firm or business. And so now our sales conversations are, do you need a legal assistant? Do you need a receptionist? Do you need an intake specialist? Do you need a marketing assistant? Like, what are the things that are clogging up your time? Oh, you know what? You need a billing clerk, instead of just this like broad area of executive assistant or virtual assistant. And that has been really helpful for us as a business. The book has absolutely paid for itself in the first 90 days in spades. I mean, we've got a lot of new business and a lot more coming in. For our business, the average person spends about $2,000 a month if we get about 20 clients and those 20 clients are with us for 2 years, then yeah, we have $1 million book. And I think that's low hanging fruit. Like, I think that'll be very easy to surpass.